Welcome back, everybody. Kureon. I hate you, Lydia. I hate you. Welcome back, everyone, uh, to another Monday, to another Kureon. I'm here. My name is Stuart. I'm a dungeon master, and I'm joined, as always, by my horrific, awful party who are all very mean to me.
Thanks for your kind words.
It's no problem.
Suggested a career path. That's all I did.
So, last time you spoke to Tilmerian again in the morning, and after being told the nature of the small gem that you had found on your journey into Downelm, you set off towards the cairn that you had been told about. And the journey there was swift, it was easy. You were traveling on a road and the sun was bright in the sky as it had been every day since you actually first set off on your journey, coming close to a month ago now. And you arrived at the cairn only to find a figure dressed in desert clothing outside who was commanding a series of skeletons. And after you killed them, you made your way inside the cairn to find it covered in sand and dust along all of the floors. Fighting your way through, you encountered a number of cultists, one of which broke a tall glass cylinder filled with dust that covered that room in a choking cloud of searing hot sand. You fought creatures covered in blue scales with eyes that petrified and almost claimed the ability to move of Ronan. He was beginning to turn to stone before he managed to shrug off the effects. Finally, you faced some kind of strange druid that could turn into a giant scorpion in a rather bloody druidic ritual. But after besting them, you were faced with the sound of chanting coming from the next room, partitioned off from you by two great stone doors, unmarked with any form of seal or markings. And that's where we begin, as you hear that thunderous sound, that ukcha, ukcha, coming from within. What would you like to do?
Well, I'm on very low health, so if someone could do something about that for me, that would be cool.
Yeah, I got you.
I'm literally on 10 health.
That's fine.
Not fine, Stuart. Don't give me that.
There's some Ronin dice. Had to use them to kill people at D&D last week. The second level cure wounds is 2d8.
2d8 plus your spellcasting ability modifier.
Okay. 7, 6, 4, 17.
That sounds good to me.
And then I'll patch you up with one use of healer's kit.
Yep.
If you haven't already been, which is going to be another 6.
That's very good, thank you. I'm guessing we really don't have time to take a rest with all that preaching going on.
That is for you to decide. But
I don't
sound
really do.
changing in any form of canter or noise level, it's pretty rhythmic.
Rhythmic is usually bad when it comes to chanting.
I mean, not that I wouldn't be opposed to having a rest, but it's probably an issue that needs dealing with.
We just need to put the people with more health at the front. It'll be fine.
Yeah.
Why do I feel like Tilly just slid Gun in front? It slid behind Gun at that.
Okay.
Yeah, I feel like we just need to, just...
So,
Let's do this on smart.
what's the plan then? How are you approaching this?
We don't usually plan.
No. See, the plan is not to plan.
Okay.
No.
Well, let's factor into the not plan that I'm mostly out of my tricks. Not fully, but mostly. So
Right.
let's bear that in mind. Because I don't know about you guys, if your muscles get tired, but my spell shooty thing, that gets tired. So
Yeah.
So what you're saying is you don't have enough magic left in you for us to do something smart here, and we should kick the door in.
potentially, yeah.
I have one more on me, and then you can just blast things.
You see Gun just doing a series of lunges and warming up her legs. Oh, I'm on board for a door kicking.
World's shortest lunge.
It's just a step.
She only drops an inch.
I'm trying to figure out which pockets I put all my knives in.
She's all torso with Gun. All torso. Okay. So.
Are we doing a door kick then? Are we just doing it? I
Yeah,
mean,
but I'm at the back.
I mean, it's a good way to stop if it's a ritual. They'll all be like, huh? It'll distract them.
Kicking down the door and spilling into the room, sort of thing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right. So, as you, Gun, I'm assuming you're at the very front. You step forward, diminutive figure in front of these very tall doors. You just brace yourself and just grab them between the crack in the center of the two doors, and you just push. And as you do, they slowly grind opening, and as you do, the full sounds of the interior of this chamber begin to hit all of you as the buffer has been pulled away. You hear the chanting now louder as it is mixed with the cacophony of sounds of lightning that shatter across the top of this interior chamber of the cairn, the burial room. And as you step inside, figures turn to face you. And in the center of the room, a large, raised, rocky outcropping sits. And on top of it, you see there are currently 5 figures around a great crystal. And in front of them, below on the is a very tall, incredibly muscular figure wearing a flat mask in front. You see in their chest is a cartouche that has been cut into their chest, covered in runes in a language you do not understand. Veins burst from within the cartouche. Blue light ripples into the flesh of this figure as they stand there, great spear in one hand, shield in the other. Surrounding them are a number of skeletons. On top of the plinth, the 5 figures you see, 4 of them are wearing masks. Great death masks sit upon their heads, one a serpent, one a bull, one a wolf, and the 4th one, the one not currently chanting and having their hands raised in the air, turns to you. In their right hand they hold a spear tipped with a khopesh. Their torso is bare and a long skirt held up by a large belt is their outfit, and as they stare at you, their death mask is that of a dragon. Their skin is white, but heavily tanned, and you see now the pockmarks of sunburn scattered across it, but they are incredibly muscular with a sort of power lifter build to them. And next to them, you see coiling around is a large black serpent with red scales all down its neck and the face of a man. And as you filter into the room, weapons bared, the figure in the dragon mask raises himself up taller and goes, I have been expecting all of you. It's good to meet you. Welcome.
I kind of by default just look at Tristan.
I'm further at the back this time round, but so not quite what we expected.
I was hoping there'd be less of them.
Greetings, dear masked ones who Hi.
And the figure holds up a hand. Silence.
Okay.
I am a Kia. And you are in my way.
I'll just
But
move. then.
before you go, before I send you to the depths of the great river, I will require something from you. You see, he passes his hand out across that and is going to cast a spell.
Of course.
Can I be leaving?
No. Because the
Can
doors are
I
currently
cast
closed.
counter arrow to the face?
You can certainly shoot an arrow if you'd like.
Nah, I think I'll hold off for now.
Okay.
I mean, if the option to do something is here, I would like to tumble out of the way. Just assuming it's going to be something like area.
Okay, let's roll. And I would like everyone, please, to make a wisdom saving throw.
Stuart. Why?
18.
I'm
Actually, sorry.
using.
Everyone but you, Tristan, sorry.
But me.
But you.
Oh. I roll okay for a wisdom save, and I don't need to use it.
Okay.
Can I have that one instead?
Yeah, sure. It was a 28. No, it wasn't.
28?
Okay.
I can't have a 28.
9.
19.
18.
Good?
0.
Yeah. You all failed.
Because not only did I contract plague when I went and got these dice from you, they were like shit, apparently. So thank you.
Don't worry, you all fail.
Cool.
And
Oh.
you feel as all 4 of your bodies seize up.
Mm.
Tilly, you seize up in halfway through a tumble. And you just sort of... And you just topple over, unable to move.
It's evasive. My AC is higher now.
Points to you, Tristan. You have something in that bag I want.
You'll have to be more specific, sir.
A claw.
You'll have to be more specific.
Make a wisdom saving throw.
13.
Okay, so the dominate person he casts, I'll just mark down that, takes effect. And he goes, "Give me the claw."
What claw is he referring to?
Galkrish.
Yeah, okay. I mean,
Does
I'm
anyone
dominated,
else-
so I suppose I
Does
have to,
anyone
right?
else know its name, aside from me?
No, no,
How would they get it out of the bag without knowing what it is?
because you don't have to say exact names of things. You can say like a
Dang.
vague name.
That scary Chloe
That would
thing.
have been fun.
I guess I have to do it, right?
Yeah, unfortunately, for the next 6 seconds until you get to try to save again.
How far away are we then? Far enough for the save to happen before I get there, or not?
No, unfortunately. I just
Okay.
had to look at the map. I was like, wait a second. He just instructs you to put it at the base of the plinth, the
Then
raised
I
area.
guess I do that.
All right. And stops. And dispels the spell on all of you. As you see the snake wraps round as he's doing this, picks up the claw and hands it, and picks up the claw in its mouth and hands it to Akia. Good. Now I get to kill you.
Well, shit.
And everyone roll initiative.
And the door's shut, right? We can't just...
The door is shut. Yeah.
Okay, I take it back about these dice.
I wish I'd have rolled this for the save.
Same.
You were very close to hitting the DC.
I don't think
Yeah, I
was.
know I was. Yeah, I know.
And by you, I mean Namari and Ronan. All right.
It's
Let's
still,
go.
if 19 doesn't, I mean, that's a high.
I literally had no chance.
No.
Okay. I mean, natural 20 would have done it. All right. 25 to 20.
23.
23.
Also 23.
What did you get, Tristan?
Blessed.
Rolled a 19 with a +4.
So you got 23 as well.
Yeah.
I rolled a 19 with a +4.
What?
I rolled a nat 20 with a +3.
All right. Jeez. Okay. One of the enemies got 23 as well. All
Little
right.
battle royale to see who goes first.
I'm gonna need everyone that rolled a 20 to roll again, please, because there's almost everyone has exactly the same dex modifier.
Okay. 20.
20 total.
Okay.
21 total. Haha.
All right. Tilly goes first, and then Tristan. 'Cause
We both got 20, didn't we?
Yeah,
You have
but
a
you've
higher
got
dex.
higher dex.
All right.
Tristan, gun, and then the snake creature. And 15 to 20. Nope, 10 to 15.
11.
11. Okay. 5 to 10.
5.
Woo! Not last
Ow.
though.
I got a
Not-
natural 1.
I was like, what's your name? I almost wrote down Stevie. I was like, no, it's not. I mean, it's your name. It's like, it's name. All right. So that brings us to the top of the round, which is Akia. And Akia just turns to the Naga. Damn it. And says, Siliphius, I trust you can handle this. And the Naga just nods. And he goes, fine. Clangs his Kopesh staff on the ground, and you see as around the three chanting masked cultists now, this thick barrier of sand whips up, eventually forming a dome of sand over the entire central platform here. And you see as the cartouche in the figure's torso start to just hum up, and as he sort of stands back slightly, feeling as the energy rushes through him, you see two other blue lights appear in the darkness at the back of this chamber, and that will end Akia's go, which will bring us to Tilly.
Do
And
we
I
have
will
like a
bring
map?
you up to the map. Yep.
Yeah. That will inform my decisions.
Alright. So I'm just going to put you all in here with the usual people at the back. And then... Nope, we don't want two Tristans. No one wants that.
Yes, we do. We want several.
No one wants that.
Everyone wants. Stevie wants that.
Alright. I moved you to the side slightly, Tilly, because I figured you'd rolled.
Yeah, I did a barrel.
You did a barrel roll.
Tilly's big stunts.
Alright. And it's your go then, Tilly.
Here's my go. Okay. Let me look at some distances.
One moment.
I can only get up to that guy. I can dash actually, can't I? Actually, can I delay my action until gun gets in melee or something?
You can, yeah. When you hold your turn, as per my half rules, you get half your movement and your action.
Ooh. Okay, that wouldn't actually get me anywhere.
Not your bonus action. Usually
Also-
you only just get your action.
Would I not be somewhere else in the room if I was made to give the thing back?
That's a very good point, Tristan. Thank you for telling me you're right there.
Thank you.
Okay, that makes things easier. I'm going to dash and run up. Is sneak attack adjacent or just adjacent to the enemy?
It's well, Tristan is well, you'll get sneak attack there. Yeah,
It's within 5 feet of the person you're attacking.
Yeah.
Okay. I run up to this person. I'll be short sword out, and I'm going to attack them.
Okay.
I rolled a 3, so that's an 11.
Okay.
12
that will
even.
that will unfortunately miss as the figure brings a shield round and your short sword clatters across it.
Dang. Well, there goes all my plans.
All right. Would you like to do anything else with your turn?
No, that would have been all my actions.
Okay. And that brings us to Tristan.
Right. I would like to. So, you know, when you said there's this dome of sand, is that
Yeah.
obscuring them?
It's obscuring them, but you see there's like essentially like gashes in it where you can just see within. It's moving rapidly, but you can see them every now and again.
Okay. But the Naga isn't really a part of that.
The Naga is.
Well, the Naga is. So everything on top of that plinth, basically.
Yeah, it's basically a dome over the top of the plinth.
Right, okay.
You don't know it's a Naga. I just slipped up. But
Yeah, no, but
Wait.
just for.
as players, a snake with a face.
Mhm. Yeah, I'm going to cast Fairy Fire on top of the sort of plinth zone.
Okay.
So that's going to be.
Dex saving throws.
Yep.
All right. So
Against a 16.
Akia passes with a natural 20. Silpheras does not pass. And then the ritualists all fail. So Akira is the only one to pass.
Okay, cool. Yeah, and with my movement, I'd kind of want to get away from there, but I don't really know which was best.
Oh, that you wouldn't be able to hit the back ritualist because it's 20 feet, right? 20-foot cube.
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah. You can hit all the others.
Right, okay.
Or can you?
Yeah, it's a 20-foot cube.
Yeah, you can. You can hit all the others.
Okay. And then I would like to just run down the map, basically. So.
Okay, you will take an attack of opportunity from the big
Yeah, I
guys.
assumed.
All right. So they're going to strike at you with their spear. Oh, jeez. These dice you got me, Susie, are scary. That's a 25 to hit.
Yeah, that'll hit.
Yeah, that's an 18.
Don't put this evil on me.
I'm putting the evil on you. Oh, wait, sorry. Wrong dice. No, it's the same amount of damage. Okay. Wait, no, it's not. Never mind. That's 11 points of piercing damage as the spear jams into your side as you go past, cutting your outfit.
Ooh, how absolutely dare he? Or she? They?
It's
This thing.
it's masculine in figure at the very least. Very, very masculine.
Well, I'm not happy with them.
It's very swole. Sort of person that could make their pecs dance, you know. Of Egyptian Terry Crews.
Nice.
See, now I feel bad about killing him.
No, everyone else, just not that one. It's fine.
Okay. Anything else we've done?
No.
All right, that brings us to you, Gun.
Alright, I'm gonna rage. And then
Okay.
I'm gonna run up here and hit this guy a bunch in his stupid body. Because
Go
I
for it.
can't reach his big face. I'm gonna do reckless attacks because I'm an idiot.
Yes, yes, you
I rolled a 1 and a 2.
are.
So that would be 12.
That doesn't hit, no.
Oh, well, try again. 18. No, sorry, 26.
Yeah, that hits. So, as you swing your blade at the figure, it strikes out at Ronan as he walks past. Not Ronan, sorry, Tristan as he walks past, bringing the shield down, slams it into the ground as your blade connects with it. But as you bring it back once more, you slam in with all of your juggernaut might, tipping the shield underneath and slamming the hilt of your blade into the man's arm. You feel this horrible crunch, and you roll your damage.
13 slashing damage.
All right, and I'm assuming a strength saving throw.
Yes.
Okay. That is a 9.
I push him back 5 feet and inhabit his square.
All right, so you slam him
Blech.
backwards. You slam into the shield once more, pushing him backwards as he stumbles back on his feet. You see a hand momentarily goes to the wrist, but pulls it back. Once again, clutching the spear. And that will end your go?
Yep.
All right, and that will bring us to Silphras, who slithers down. You see the barrier, the sand barrier parts as the great snake slithers through it. And they are going to slither up to you, Gun, and they're going to cast a spell. They're going to cast... Yeah, that spell. Okay, so I would like...
I'm so glad all my saving throws are really good.
Uh-oh.
How can they angle this? Yeah. So I would like Namari, Tilly, and Gun to make a dexterity saving throw as the creature begins, snug. And as they speak, you see, twisting amongst their forked tongues, sparks begin to fly before out of their maw blasts this brackish bolt of lightning.
Can we wait until I have evasion, please?
I got danger sense. I've got danger sense.
You do. You definitely see this coming.
I got a natural 1. So.
I got 18.
9.
With advantage.
No, because it's not a trap. This is an attack.
No, you can still see it coming.
Yeah, it's anything you can see coming,
Oh,
right?
shit, is it really? Hang on, I thought it was just a trap.
Is it an attack? Because if it is, then I can uncanny dodge.
It's not an attack, no, it's a saving throw.
Oh no, I have advantage on dex saving throws against effects I can see, including traps and spells. So if I can see it coming, then I'll take that advantage. I rolled a natural 1 on my second one, so no, I'm fucking burning that dice. Goodbye. I'm not. It's just gonna sit in dice jail.
Okay. That's a really low roll for me there. That's 20 damage. What did you get, Tilly?
18?
Yeah.
That's lightning damage. I have resistance.
You do. 20, so you take 5 points of damage.
Oh my god, this is everything's coming together.
And then Mari and Gun, you both take 20 points of damage as this bolt of sort of red and green lightning slams into both of you, and you just smell the ozone that is your burning flesh. And that will end its go. And brings us to you, Namari.
I'm gonna shoot right back.
Okay. Not a lightning bolt, I hope,
Yeah,
because
please.
you've
No,
got friends in
because
the
I can't. I can't. But 2 Eldritch Blasts to the snake face.
Okay. Well, everyone
That
else
is 12 does not hit,
no, 12 doesn't hit. No.
but the 25 should.
Yeah. A little bit.
And that is 10 damage.
10 damage. All right. So you see as your black and green bolt of energy slams into the creature. It hits one of the sort of frills. It's got like a hood, like a cobra. It hits the side of one of the hood, and you see scales flip off.
And I stay where I am because I'm still thinking about running away.
Yeah. Well done. Yeah. And that brings us to the big guy who's going to hit Gun. Yeah. Who's currently seems a bit aimless, like she's not quite there. So 2 attacks. Yeah, they're both gonna hit. Yeah.
Can't believe you're gonna kill Gun while Susie's not even here.
Yeah, well, that's what I do. They both hit. That one might. I'm not sure. I have to wait until Susie gets back. Please bear with us.
But shame her when she comes back.
Also, in the meantime, Stuart, I rolled a 15 for a concentration check on Fairy Fire
Oh, from the
from the 11 points you did.
yeah, you're good. Hey, Susie. Oh, sorry, Gun. A 26 and a 21 both hit,
Yeah, just.
but does a 15?
No.
No. All right. So he hits you twice with the spear, but misses you with the shield bash.
What a dick.
Wow, I rolled a double 1 on that. So that is 6 points of piercing damage from the first one,
Okay.
and 8 points of piercing damage from the second one. So that's 14.
Yeah.
Yeah, half to 7.
Yeah.
So it's just 2 spears jab in. You take them. I forgot to roll advantage. I've done it now. Oh well. The shield comes in as he jabs you twice with the spear. The shield comes in, but you duck underneath it as it skirts across the ground. You hear it clatter along the tiles for a moment as the long shield catches the ground slightly. And that will end their go, which brings us to Ronan.
I'm gonna Hunter's Mark and attempt to shoot this abomination that is fairy fired still.
Is fairy fired, yes.
Forgot about that.
Okay, so
Don't worry, we're all forgetting advantage tonight.
3 and 3, sweet. 13.
That misses, unfortunately.
Okay, I'll try a second time.
We're doing really good tonight, yeah.
21 or another 3. Okay. Well, 21 to hit.
Yeah, that hits.
Has it been damaged yet?
It has. Yes, it has. It took an Eldritch Blast.
Oh, let's go. Get colossal. Oh, I rolled so high. 14, 20, 24.
Jesus.
Nice.
Yeah, I just seen the D6 came up 6 and D8 came up 8. I was like, oh.
All right. So as the first arrow flies off meaninglessly into the side of this plinth, the second one strikes true into the scales of this creature, and you see as it cuts between 2 of them, the creature just howls out in this horrible pain, and you see its eyes, serpentine, just begin to stare towards you, Ronan. And that will bring us to the skeletons.
Oh yeah. I forgot there were skeletons.
Shift over. All right, one's going to hit you, Tristan.
Mhm.
That's that 6. Does a 6 hit?
No.
Okay. One's going to hit you, Tilly. 19.
Yes, that hits.
Okay. Would you like to uncanny dodge?
Yes.
Okay. So that is 4 points of damage, half to 2.
Nice. Very
As
tactical
this-
use.
As the scimitar cuts in, you duck low, Matrix style, and it just cuts across, and you feel it nick the front of your nose. And that will end their go as they're very slow. Which brings us to Akia. And Akia looks around. And the eyes fix on you, Tristan. And he's going to point a finger out at you. And he's going to attack.
Can I counterspell if it's a spell?
Yes, it is a spell.
I think 3rd level automatically.
It's not 3rd level, no. Oh, you need to roll. Sorry.
Okay.
I was rolling. I was like, why am I rolling?
Yeah. Natural 20.
Okay, so you see as the figure points, and this red beam of energy begins to tiny lances out towards Tristan. But at the last moment, you put your hand out,
No.
sweeping it away, and the beam just sort of shatters like stained glass. And the kid goes,
Mm,
You see
Sorry.
underneath the sort of unmoving, implacable mask, you feel Akia's gaze bore into you, Namari.
Oh god.
I must remember to make you die slowly if you survive this. Finish the ritual and meet me at the second sight. As he slams his staff, you see him as he vanishes. And that will end Akia's turn. Which brings us to Tilly.
Brings it to me, right? Okay, I'm gonna give this big boy another stab. And this one is going to be a, what's it called? I'm gonna look at that sheet of mine. It's gonna be a trip attack.
Okay.
I'm gonna knock people on the floor.
Yep.
I'll say 25.
That will hit, yes.
Surprise, surprise. My maneuver dice is a d6, right?
Yes, it is, yes.
Okay. I don't have 5 d6s on me right now. Wow, that's 2 1s on some of those d6s.
You're up next, by the way, Tristan.
16. That is 20 piercing damage, and he needs to make a strength saving throw.
All right. That is a 14?
It's DC 14, so does that mean he passes? Or...
Yeah, that's a pass, right? I believe so, yeah.
Oh.
All right. Sorry, bud. So, as you bring the blade in, the first thing you do is you bring your elbow around and try and catch him in the back of the knee to make him drop. And as your elbow slams into the back, what would normally make any usual person just stumble and fall to the ground, you see the figure just turns to you. And as he turns, you just sort of grin and jam your short sword up the inside of his calf into the you-know-wheres.
Yeah.
And just twist.
And then I have a bonus action as well.
And the figure
Remind me what this guy has.
It has a spear and a shield, and there's this plaque, this cartouche is buried in his chest.
Ooh, okay. So I have fast hands that lets me make a dexterity sleight of hand check as a bonus action.
Yeah.
Could I try and pull this cartouche out?
Unfortunately, that wouldn't be dexterity to do this because it's in him. It's not like, yeah, it's in him. It's not like he's not wearing it. It's nasty. There's scarring around the edge, and it's pretty gnarly.
What is a cartouche, by the way? Because you keep saying that word, and I do not have the slightest clue what one is.
Egyptologist.
A cartouche it's like what they use to write the name of pharaohs, so it's like an oval shape with hieroglyphs in the middle.
Okay.
Yeah.
Thanks, Stevie.
It's in this instance, it's basically a rectangle of what looks to be some form of metal, but at the top of the rectangle, it's sort of curved off, so it's almost like a doorway, and it has writing on it.
Could I make this dexterity by trying to slip a dagger underneath it? So
that'd be an attack, unfortunately.
Dang.
So...
Okay, can I just do an attack then? Because
yeah, you can just yeah.
Tell me to pull it out.
Okay, I will. That is a 25 again.
Yeah, that hits.
A D4.
Oh boy.
1 piercing damage.
Oh boy. So you attempt to jam the dagger underneath this cartouche, but you catch underneath it, and the dagger goes in, and the dagger comes back out again, and the figure just stares at you. You see its unmoving eyes underneath this sort of sheet plate mask they've got on.
So I didn't do it.
The dagger went in, but it didn't seem to care.
I mean, I was trying to wedge it in there.
Oh, you're just leaving it in there?
Yeah, I was leverage to...
Same thing happened.
Yeah.
the figure just doesn't seem to care. Which brings us to Tristan. You're next.
Right. So the sort of leader who took a Galcrush was the one that vanished, right?
Akia, yeah.
Yeah. Okay. In that case, just for now, I'm just going to take out my. Wait, is that one next to me?
Yeah, that's
Yeah, is that the one that attacked me? Yeah, I'll take out my short sword and attack it.
Okay.
Not the best. It's gonna be 13 to hit.
That does hit. Yeah,
Oh, nice.
it's a naked skeleton.
Yeah.
It has an AC of like nothing.
It's gonna be 5 points of slashing damage.
All right, so you hit the skeleton with your short sword and break part of the side of its skull in, and as it does, it just turns to you, seemingly unperturbed by the fact it's now missing most of its lower jaw.
And you know what? I'm actually just gonna end my turn there.
Okay, that will end your go, which brings us to Gun.
Okay, I'm gonna finish the work that Tilly started with this dude's cartouche in his chest.
Okay.
So, is the dagger still stuck in there?
The dagger is like, so it's here. Oh, my camera's too far down. It's here. It's like this big cartouche. It goes down to about the bottom of the ribcage.
Yep.
And the dagger is sort of underneath it.
Okay, well I will try and use Tilly's dagger as like a lever to like pop this shit out.
Okay. Go for it. That'll be, I'll say it's an athletics check.
Cool, and because I'm raging, that's a strength check.
It is, yeah.
So I get advantage.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, okay. 25.
Okay. So, as you, I'm assuming you're just dropping your sword when you do this, because you just one hand. So you drop your blade, bring both hands up, and just pry it down, and you push it so that the handle of the blade is going into the abdomen of this figure. And you see the figure just grunting, and all of his muscles tense up. And you hear this sickening as the cartouche begins to move. But you push down as hard as you can before you hear it. And the dagger begins to bend.
Ooh.
And this figure just... So that'd be one of your attacks. I'm saying that as a grapple check.
Okay.
It's a little late now, but my DC for maneuvers is 15, not 14.
Oh, well. Oops. Next time, Gadget.
Okay, so as it prized up this cartouche in a visible manner, could
Not
I...
visible.
I'm just saying, could I get my fingers in there?
You can certainly try.
I'm going to attempt to ram my fingers into this guy's ribcage to pull out this thing.
Okay.
What do I need to do for this? Another...
Make another athletics check. At this point, I'm counting you as grappled. Like
Okay.
grappling then.
That's 20, not natural.
Okay. Jesus Christ. Oh, God. 30.
Oh, okay. Yeah, okay.
So as you go to put your hand in, you get it in there and you're scrabbling to try and get your fingernails underneath when you just feel this hand just close around your wrist and just pulls your wrist back. And as you look up, the figure is just, you can see there's this glaring in the eyes. The brow is furrowed so that the eyes are only like halfway down the mask at this point. It's just...
Would you not have had advantage on the strength check?
I did.
Oh, you did.
Yeah.
Oh.
And that will end your go?
Yeah?
Okay.
Well, it was worth a shot at least.
Yeah. I just rolled a 19 plus 11. So. All right. And that will bring us to Silphras, who is is going to cast that. So the eyes dart towards you, Ronan, and I'd like to make a wisdom saving throw for me, please. It is a spell, if anyone wishes to do anything with that.
Good, but I have 2 spell slots.
Same, and none of them are 3rd level.
Yeah, but I also have only 2 spell slots, and I used them last time.
So, what's that saving for, Ronan?
So, what is the
A
stat
wisdom
again?
saving throw.
Yeah. Oh, great. It was 16 on the dice, plus 4, 20.
Yeah, you feel this force try and overtake your mind for a moment, but you shrug it off, pull the crossbow up, and aim it at the creature that just tried to dominate your mind. And that will end their go, which brings us to initiative count 20. And you see now the lightning begins to crackle harder above. The dust swirls even further and further. You see all of the ancient bodies lying in the outside of this tomb, this burial room here. You see as their bones begin to crack and crunch before streams of dust begin filtering off them as the skeletons slowly disintegrate, merging with this great storm of sand in the center of the room as the chanting gets louder now and louder and louder. And 2 of the skeletons from the side begin to pull themselves up out of their ancient graves, appearing near the 2 glowing points of light that you can see in the darkness. And that will end that initiative counts go, and that will bring us to Namari.
I will blast the snake in the face yet again.
Okay.
Yeah, that's all I can do.
Fairy fire, remember?
Yeah, I did remember it this time, and that hits because that's a 25 again.
That does hit, yeah.
And the second one is a natural 20.
Okay.
So the first one is a 13 damage.
Okay.
And the second, I rolled a 1 and a 2. The second one is 8 damage. Yeah, 8 damage and a natural. My God.
Okay. Okay. So as the 2 beams slam into the creature, it tears chunks off as it catches, not on a straight angle as the creature is slithering about and moving. And normally with a straight angle, your Eldritch Blast burrows in, but at this point, caught on an edge, it catches and just and it just takes chunks of it off. And that will end your go, unless you'd like to do anything as a bonus action. You're muted, but I'm going to say...
Yeah, no.
So no. Which will bring us to the big guy. The as of yet unnamed big guy. And they are going to... Yeah, they're just going to really try and just make you have a real bad day. Both of you. So, actually no, they're just going to go straight for you, Gun. And due to the current state of their being, they have advantage. So they're going to hit you. That's a 25. That's a 22. These are all at you, Gun. And that one is less than that. That one will be a 15.
Nope.
All right, so once again, the spears hit you, but the shield bash does not. Okay, so first spear hit is 14 points of piercing damage.
Uh-huh.
And the second spear hit is 11 points of piercing damage. So that's 25 altogether, halved to 13. Those are 2 spear points jab into you. Once again, the shield comes around, but you just put your fist into it this time. Clang! And as it does, your fist ricochets backwards for a moment. The shield goes back, and you see the figure's eyes just boring into you once more. And that will end its go as we go to Ronan.
So the people on the plinth up here that are fairy fired, can I really see them?
You can see brief glimpses of them. It would be an incredibly hard shot to hit them.
I'm still gonna try one shot at them at the
Okay.
very least. How does the fairy fire interaction work?
You have a flat roll because you currently have disadvantage.
15.
15 total.
Mm-hmm.
That unfortunately will miss. As the arrow, the bolt flies towards them, you see it's on target. It's about to hit one of the heads of one of these creatures before it just catches into this sphere of dust and is carried away by it.
I'll give it another go.
Okay.
22.
Okay. All right. That will hit.
And it's just gonna be
Are you aiming for the
D10,
one
D6.
yeah, you're aiming for the one on left. Okay, that
Yeah,
is
I
bull
think
head. There's the one with the bull head.
9 points of damage.
Okay. All right. So the bolt sinks through and it goes off target slightly due to the raging wind of this shield here. But instead of striking the upper torso, it catches into the lower torso, into the side of the abdomen, and it sinks. And you see these white robes that they're wearing just begin to stain red on the side, but the hands are still up and they're still chanting.
I'm gonna move to about here,
Okay.
and then that's me.
All right. So your turn comes the skeletons. So you see now as the skeletons begin slowly shambling towards you. This one's going down there, and the one's currently in range. One swipes once again at you, Tilly, with single-minded purpose. A really bad single-minded purpose. It's a natural one. One swipes at you, Tristan.
Mm-hmm.
It's a natural 3. Never mind. Both of the skeletons try to swipe at you, but their dry bones are just haven't got the dexterity to catch both of you as your agile forms dodge out of the way of both of their strikes. And that will bring us to the top of the round again, which is Akia. Wait, he's not here. Yeah, that rhymes. Which brings us to Tilly,
I'm going to keep stabbing. That was very effective last time.
the big boy.
Actually, I'm going to disengage and get around the back so I can flank him.
Okay.
And that is a 19 to hit.
That will miss. As
Excuse me, Stuart?
the figure.
21 with the flanking bonus.
Okay, that hits.
Aha. I knew I did that for a smart reason. And that is going to be... Wow, okay, this is better than when I had the maneuvering thing. That is 21 piercing damage.
Okay. So, as you bring your blade in, the figure's shield begins to come around, but it's not quick enough as you jam your blade into the back. You feel it go into the spinal cord of this creature, of this man. It does not seem to slow them down at all as you pull the blade out in what would usually be a paralyzing blow. Does not seem to affect this creature at all, and you just see now the figure is just turning between the two of you as both of you are striking it, just eyes glowering down at you. And
That's troubling.
End your go? Yeah. Tristan,
Okay.
you're up next, gun.
What I'd like to do is use my action to disengage
Okay.
and then run my 30 feet of movement to there.
Okay.
And this dude on the top, closest to me,
Yes.
are they within earshot?
Yeah. That's
Okay.
like 15 foot up.
Yeah. Well, in that case, I would like to use 2 of my inspiration for the elegy of fated end.
Okay. So they have a disadvantage. Not a disadvantage. Whatever I called them. Dissuasion dice, that's it.
Dissuasion, that was it, yeah.
All right. So that's there. You can spend that at any time.
I shall.
All right. And that will end your go, which means to go. As Susie unmutes herself on the 20 different programs.
Sorry, I'm sick, so I'm sniffly. I'm muted everywhere. It just takes me a while to unmute. I'm going to wrench my hand out from beneath this big guy, pick up my sword, and stab him a whole bunch.
You can do that. You're doing it recklessly.
Of course.
Okay.
I know no other way to be. First one, 27 to hit.
That does hit, yeah.
Fucking hell, Stu, what is with these dice? It's terrible. 12 slashing on the first one.
Okay.
Swapping out a dice. Second attack, 24 to hit.
That does hit, yeah.
That's better. 18 slashing on the second.
Okay. All right. So you bring your sword in for the first strike, and it catches up the figure's left flank. And you see ordinarily the figure would stumble from just the pain of the impact, but it doesn't. So you bring the blade round once again, slamming into the left-hand side more, with even more force. I'm assuming a strength saving throw.
I can't push him anywhere. I can
push him down.
I guess I
Still
could.
backwards,
Yeah.
if you want to.
Sure. Let's do
Alright.
that. Yeah.
That's a fail.
He gets
So-
pushed.
So you slam backwards.
Then over.
Would you like to move there or down? Like, would you like to move him there or there?
Oh, down.
Okay.
Inconvenient.
So you slam with that second blow, staggers backwards for a moment, and that will end your go. You see now the figure is just covered in wounds, but they still seem to be carrying on for now. But if we're talking about physical appearance, they look bloodied. Whether that's a mental thing or not, well, that's different. And that will end your go, which brings us to Silfrest, who is just going to do away with spellcasting for now, and is just going to try and bite you, Gun. That is going to be a lot. Oh, it's got advantage as well. Yeah, it's a lot.
A lot hits.
17 plus something.
Yeah, that. Yeah, yeah.
20, 25, 23, 4. 24. There we go. Got it in the end. Okay, so you take 9 points of piercing damage
Okay.
and a Constitution saving throw, please.
Okay.
This is against poison.
I always forget the dwarf shit about poison. Give me a second. Advantage.
Okay.
And have
Mari, you'll
resistance
be
to poison damage.
soon.
So was that just normal damage that you did, or was it poison damage?
The first lot was piercing, then it's the saving throw for poison.
Okay. That's a lot. 25 Constitution saving throw.
Yeah, okay. Alright. Yep. So
Hey, could
Okay.
you not? So many dice.
that's 42 poison damage, halved to 21,
Which is
halved
halved again.
to 10.
Oh shit, guys! I'm on 5 hit points.
As the figure,
That might be
as the
an issue.
as the Naga sinks their teeth into you, you feel the poison enter your body, but your dwarven constitution fights it off. And as the Naga, you see the Naga. I get to kill you and see the ritual completed. Not long now. And as the Naga says that, Gun's blood dripping from its maw, the sand whips up even further now as more of the skeletons are eroded away. Some of the skeletons around you now begin to, their forms beginning to turn into dust as they're pulled away. The one that Tristan had smashed earlier was completely disintegrated at this point and just pulled further and further as more and more dust roils around this great dome in the center. Here, the blue lights that you see in the cartouche and in the darkness beyond begin to throb higher and higher, and as the lightning builds and crackles in the ceiling more and more, the clouds forming up there. And that will end the layers go, which brings us to Namari.
How battered does the Naga look at this
The
point?
Naga is putting on a brave face, but is currently missing most of itself.
I am going to keep chipping away at it.
Okay.
So Fairy still on, yeah?
Fairy Fire is still on, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Cool. 19, so 27 for the first. Natural 20 again.
Yay!
I like that dice.
I should buy you some dice.
No, go away.
No, Lydia should buy us all, barring you guys.
Yeah.
No
14 for the first.
Okay.
And 14 for the second.
Okay, so as the first bolt strikes in, you see the form slams back into the wall, and now as it begins to almost disintegrate from the outside, the figure just looks to you and goes, "When I return, I will enjoy feasting on you." As the
Get in
second bolt
line.
smashes into it and just bursts the top of its head clean off as the form begins flecking away into this orange burning sort of like paper turning to ash as it down, leaving only the skeleton that crashes to the floor. And that will end your go. Which will bring us to the big guy, who turns now to Tilly
Thanks, Gun.
and is going to strike at you. Wow, I rolled the same number on both dice. That's going to be a 24 to hit on both dice.
Yeah.
So the first one is going to be 13 points of piercing damage on the first one.
Okay, I will uncanny the next one.
Okay, and that one is also 13. So that is 6.
Okay, so 19 altogether.
19 altogether as 2 spears jam into you, and then it brings the shield around towards you, Gun.
Thank God.
Oh, with advantage. Okay, so that's okay.
I'm gonna
Natural
go
20.
night night.
That is 14 bludgeoning damage, and if you weren't knocked out by that, you'd have to succeed on a strength saving throw.
Oh, no,
or be
I
knocked
am-
prone.
I am asleep.
As the two spear jabs jab into you, Tilly, you watch as the shield comes towards you, and you instinctively dodge as you believe it's coming for you. But at the last moment, it pivots, and you see the bottom of it, which has sort of a curved section of it, just slams into Gun. The curved section hits Gun's throat and just slams it to the ground. Lets go of the shield, pinning her unconscious body there. Just turns towards you, goes to grab you with his hand, and then I'd like you to make an athletics or acrobatics check. Your choice.
Me?
Yeah.
Acrobatics. Uh, 16.
27.
Well, fuck.
Just picks you up by the face. And just holds you in front of him. I'd like to make a constitution saving throw for me, please.
Man, this guy does a lot, huh?
Yeah, he does.
Constitution will be 16 again.
Okay. So you take half damage from this as he tries to crush your skull.
I have 7 health left.
Okay. 14 damage, half to 7.
I have no health left.
You see, as you just hear this horrible as the figure just slams Tilly into the floor, turns to the others.
I don't think a long rest will fix that one.
And that will bring us to Ronan.
I am going to run to here and then to here, 30 feet, and healing word 2nd level on gun.
Okay.
Or no, cure. Oh, double eights. I'm a
You meant cure.
actual healing beast. Yes. 20 points.
Oh shit!
So you just... All right. So, Gun, you wake up and the shield has you pinned to the ground. You can feel as the bladed edge that you hadn't seen before is just centimeters from your throat, which you can feel bleeding currently.
Feels like a Tuesday.
I'm too weak to deal with the shield, so...
The shield is a good 2 inches into the solid stone floor currently.
That's not my job. I can't do... I can't fix this.
All right.
But I will... Actually, no, never mind. I'm right there with another guy. Never mind.
Okay. All right. So that will end your turn, which brings us to the skeletons, which just continue their slow march upwards. That one moved too far. This one's going down to Namari. Got there. It took 3 turns. Woo! So this one's going to strike at you, Ronan. That's 21. That is 6 points of damage. Against you, Namari. It's a natural 20.
I am reaction, Misty Escape.
Okay. So you blink.
I
Away?
blink away 60 feet behind Tilly.
Okay. All right.
And I'm staying invisible until the end of my next turn.
All right. Good to know. And that will end your go. No, and there goes, sorry, which brings us to Tilly. Make a depth saving throw.
That's a 17.
All right, so that's 1 pass.
Good start.
Okay. End of your go. Tristan.
I would like to cast Dissonant Whispers, 2nd level, at the guy that put down Tilly.
Okay. The spell has no effect.
But is still used.
Yes, the creature has no brain. It is.
Well, it gives me my 3rd charge in the ring at least.
Yeah.
So there's that. Yeah, damn it.
Yeah, he's been.
Oh.
Well, I guess I don't do that then. Well, I did, but it didn't work, is what I meant.
Yep.
I will actually stay where I am.
All right. Which brings us to you, Gun.
Okay, I want to get this shield off me. It sucks. I don't like being on the ground.
Okay. Make a strength saving throw.
Oh shit! I got knocked out of rage by going unconscious.
Yes, you did.
Okay, I think I have.
Not with saving throws anyway, so.
No.
Actually, let's make this a strength check. That makes more sense.
I think I have a rage left. It'll be my last one.
Yeah, because you gained an extra one from hitting level 6.
Oh, thank fuck for that. That's 23.
All right, so you just grab the shield by each side and pull it off, and you hear the rock underneath you crack, and you pull it up. Step to your feet.
I'm gonna do as much as I can to make it look like I helped.
Oh yeah, you're like
you know the person who's carrying something but is carrying no weight? That's me.
Yeah. You're doing the thing where the person's getting up, but you're like putting your hand in places which make it look like you're supporting them, but nothing's actually happening. And you're like, there you go. Yeah, there you go.
All right. And then once I do, I want to whistle at this guy, attract his attention, and then put my sword in his face.
You.
Oh, that's my
dropping
action,
the shield,
wasn't it? Yeah.
Yeah, that was the shield. That was your action. Sorry. Yeah.
So I whistle, and I'm like, "You
figure this
fucker."
touch to you once again. Okay.
And then as bonus action, I've raged, obviously.
Yeah. Then the Naga is kaput, which brings us to the lair, and now you see the dome at this point is no longer has any sort of some spots you can see through. It is just a swirling dome of sand that just spinning around now. Even further now, the blue lights you see brighten up. The veins on this figure the blue veins begin to spread further and further across the figure's body. The storm crackles louder and louder now. The chanting gets even louder to the point where at this point it should not be audible over the sound of this whipping sand and lightning above, but it seems to just split above that like a booming voice that echoes from all around you currently. And that will bring us to Namari.
I'm going to try and Eldritch Blast the big guy's cartouche.
Okay.
Mm, 12, I assume, does not hit.
That does not hit, no.
But the other one is 26.
That does hit.
That is 8 damage.
Okay, so you see this blast hits the cartouche and spreads around it. The magic sort of spreads, and as it catches the edges, you see blood begins to trickle from every side of this, of where this cartouche is. And the figure, for the first time, seems to step backwards. It's not out of any form of like pain, but just out of surprise.
Actually, I was still invincible at that point. Do I get advantage?
You're invisible. You would have got advantage, yeah. Actually, no, you wouldn't against this target. Never mind, you wouldn't against them.
Okay.
Not against them, sorry. Against someone else, yes, but not them. Because you don't count as invisible to them.
There.
All right. That will bring us to their go. And they are going step to the side here. As they bear down on you now, Gun, they grab the spear in both hands and strike towards Ronan. Okay, so that's a 21 to hit.
That hits.
19 to hit.
That hits.
And a 24 to hit.
Also hits.
Okay. I should have got more d8s out. One moment.
I mean, I can roll a few d8s for you if you want to do it.
They were all ones. I rolled them.
Very good. Okay, so the first hit is 20 damage.
Mm-hmm.
The second hit is 10 damage.
Mm-hmm.
And the third hit is 20 damage.
Alright.
So that's 50 points of damage in total.
Yep.
That's
cool.
And the third spear comes in, splits through your calf, and sticks into the ground as the figure pulls it out. Just looks between all of you now, and you just see at this point any sort of emotion they were carrying in their eyes has completely vanished, and it is just this just completely vacant look there. And that will end their go, which brings us to you, Renan.
I will
It's a shame that no one else was in melee range last time.
risk the attack of opportunity to get to here from the Skelebobs.
Okay. That's a 17.
That's my AC.
Okay, so that hits. That is 6 points of damage. What
Cure
HP?
wounds at level 1 on Tilly.
Okay.
What HP am I on?
Yeah.
A very popular boy band back in the days. That'll be 9 points of healing for Tilly.
I appreciate it, but I don't think it'll last long.
Maroon 5? S Club 7?
5.
Oh, 5. Right.
5 bad boys with the power to rock you.
I don't know. Look, there was plenty of boy bands with numbers in their names.
But yeah, I'm on a big tasty 5 HP. I was on 61 last turn.
Jesus.
Now you're not. Yep. Okay. And that will bring us to where the skeletons goes. The skeleton moves here. The skeleton moves here. The skeleton moves here. We're going to strike at you, Ronan. $17.
That's a hit.
5 points of damage.
Strangely, I'm still up.
Wait, what?
Yeah, no, that's me.
Tilly is up, you go down. So Tilly, your eyes wake up and you see Ronan above you, and you can feel the healing energy just as you see the scimitar into Ronan's back, and Ronan collapses in front of you. And that will end their go, which brings us to you, Tilly.
Cool.
Oh, actually, sorry, one of them has to hit you first, Tristan. They miss.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, 4.
Good.
Okay, I can be in other people. I can't. Can I end my turn in other people's squares?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, I'm gonna just kind of step over Ronan. Sorry.
Yeah.
It's cool.
I should get. Should I get rid of the skeleton first? Or... No, I should go for the big boy still.
Mm-hmm.
That is going to be a 19, which isn't
That
fucking high
will
enough.
miss, unfortunately. As the figure brings the spear round and catches your blade, pushes you back.
Then also get a bonus to disengage.
Okay.
Like over here.
All right.
Sorry.
Run away. Which brings us to Tristan.
Okay. What I'd like to do is incur the attack of opportunity from that one to be able to move here.
Okay.
And
that's a hit.
yeah, that hits. We'll do that now. Why not?
That's 8 points of damage.
8 points of damage with a 19 on the dice before, so that's 21 for the save.
Very
So how
good.
much was that? Points of damage?
8.
8.
Yeah.
Okay, cool. This is my last ditch effort now. This is final spell. Planets have
Right.
aligned. I'm going to use the ring to
Yeah.
cast a second level charm person
Okay.
up onto the plinth. I've moved
Okay.
so that I can get the 2 that are fairy fired. However, the
Yeah.
one on the right also has the dissuasion die.
Now, does charm person require line of sight?
Yeah, you can see.
Unfortunately, you can't see them right now.
Can I not?
No.
So would I be able to see them if I backed up?
No, you'd have to dive through the swirling mass of dust and sand at this point.
Damn it, I can't
Remember,
do
I
that.
said as it's
Mm.
picked up at this point now, it's just a wall of it. You can't see.
Damn it. Okay, in that case, then I will not do that and quickly think of plan B, which will be
All right.
saving the spell to maybe do it later. Yeah, can I see the one that's next to that's just dropped Ronan?
The skeleton. Yes.
Yeah.
You can. Yeah.
I'll just shoot it with my crossbow for now.
Okay. Go for it.
Yeah, that's gonna be 20, not natural
That
on
hits,
that
yeah.
one. For a 11 points of piercing damage.
All right. So you just bring your crossbow up, and as you see it drop Ronan, you just the arrow flies and hits the creature within the sort of clavicle area and just shatters it. And the force of the impact just sort of separates the magic holding its bones together, and it clatters along the floor. And you can already see now as each individual bone is turning to dust and being pulled up into the center here. And Lend, your turn, which brings us to Gun.
This big fucker is going down. I swear to God. Swear
Okay.
to Moradin. I'm not gonna reckless attack though. I mean,
it has advantage against you anyway.
yeah, I mean, fuck it, why not?
You might get bought by a skeleton.
26 to hit.
That hits.
Okay, let me just get that out of the way. 17 slashing on the first hit.
Okay.
And then I'm going in again.
Yep.
25.
That hits.
Ooh. 20 slashing on the second.
Okay. So as you bring your blade in the first time, smacks into the side of this creature, and you see at this point you have carved enough out of the side of this figure that you can see the ribs on the right hand side of this figure, and you slam it again. This time you break the bottom three ribs. You see one of the ends pierce into the creature's lung, but still it does not flinch. It does not seem to care at all for your onslaughts. It's dealing damage, it just doesn't care that you're dealing damage. Which will bring us to initiative count 20. And now, as the blue lights reach their focus point to where they're almost white in color, the chanting stops. And for a moment, there is this eerie silence before you hear this single pristine note, like a tuning fork tapped on glass. And all of the dust in here that forms this swirling dome just instantly seems to heat and crystallizes, turning this dome into this sheet of crystal desert glass. And you see now within, as each of the ritualists holds their hands to the sky, their fingers slowly begin turning to dust as it encompasses their arms, and you see as it reaches underneath the mask, each of them writhes and convulses in pain as their forms are consumed, turned into dust, which swirls around this central giant crystal, which drops, slamming into the ground with a and each of the death masks, clang, 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 hits to the floor. And the figure in front of you now swells as the cartouche falls off, revealing this horrible mass of festering flesh underneath. Namari, it's your go.
I will walk around here and feed Ronan a health potion.
Okay.
Six health.
All right. So, Ronan wakes up.
And then step back a little.
Okay. All right. That will end your go, which brings us to their go. So, Ronan, I would like you to make an athletics or acrobatics check for me.
Only assume acrobatics is, but yep. 21. Nope, hang on, that's what's the athletic. 23 total.
23 total.
Yes, 19 on the die plus 4.
That's also what I got. So, the figure reaches towards you, and you see on the ground now, this hand just comes towards you, and as you flip to the side, the figure just lets out this howl of rage and brings the spear towards you. With a natural 20.
That's easy, that doesn't hit.
Yeah, so that is... Oh, I rolled max damage as well. That is 20. 28 points of damage. As the spear just plummets through you, and the creature just snaps the end off of it, so you are impaled onto the floor by the spear, spins around and flings the sharpened stick towards you, Tilly.
This fucking guy.
It's actually styling.
That's 17 on the dice.
My AC is 17.
That's a 21 to hit.
I mean, I'll fucking uncanny dodge.
Okay. What hit points have you got?
9.
That's 17 points of damage, halved to 8.
Cool.
So as this piece of sharpened wood flings across to you, it slams into your shoulder. And I would like you to make a Constitution saving throw for me, please.
Look at that.
Oh, sorry, Strength saving throw. My bad, Strength saving throw.
Strength saving throw, that is going to be 13.
All right, so you are slammed to the ground by the force of this impact, and the figure begins to circle you now, Gun. And that will end its go, which brings us to Ronan.
That's an 18 on the death save.
All right, so that's a pass for you. The skeletons at this point, all sense of magic has been lost. They disintegrate. Which brings us to Tilly.
Cool, so glad I'm still up. I'm gonna walk over. I'm gonna disengage and get behind him, actually.
Okay, you are prone, so that is 15 foot to get up. So do you
True,
have
yeah.
enough to get there?
No. Where was I before?
You are here.
Okay. Fuck. So I have like 10 foot movement. No. I'm gonna have to dash and only get here. Then I guess. Unless I want to take an attack of opportunity, which I do not. I'm going to fucking give this short sword business one more go.
Okay.
That's a natural 1. Gonna reroll that. That's a 13, so 20.
Okay. That will hit.
Okay, thank God. That's 2 1s on my damage dice again. So there's 12 plus 4, so there's 16 piercing damage.
Okay. Oof, so close. All right. So as you jam the blade in once again to this creature, it does not flinch. It puts its hand out to try and stop your blade, and you stab straight through it into the forearm of this creature, and just does not seem to give any care in the world about it. Which will bring us to Tristan.
How is this thing looking now that all this has happened with it's all off of its chest now?
It's just, at this point, it's just either a blood or 2 wounds.
Right, okay.
There's nothing really left of it apart from that.
Yeah, I'll use that last spell I saved for a 2nd level Dissonant Whispers.
I remember it didn't work on him the first time.
Oh, yeah, it didn't, did it? It was him.
Just to remind you so you don't do that again.
Yeah, sorry. I thought it was one of the other ones.
No, that was him. Is immune to all psychic damage and mental altering effects. Sorry, mind altering effects.
Yeah, well, in that case, yeah, I'm just going to have to take another shot at it with the crossbow at this point. So that's going to be a 17 to hit.
That will miss, unfortunately.
Okay.
As it just sinks into one of the few remaining pieces of armor on the creature.
Well, in that case, I wouldn't mind moving my movement away from him.
Yep.
I'm just going to figure out how far that is, but that's going to be my turn.
All right. Which will bring us to Gun.
I'm going to kill this thing. I'm going to take my sword and I'm going to shove it in that disgusting, mushy, fetid place where that cartouche once was.
Okay.
Recklessly. Because I am pissed. 21.
That will hit.
Get out of here. Get. Stupid dice. 18 slashing.
Okay. How do you want to do this?
I want to stab him and then keep pushing through till my fist comes out the other side, and then I just want to make a unholy mess out of this dude because he knocked me unconscious. I will not fucking stand for that shit.
All right. So, bring your blade into the figures, into the cartouche, just bending it down at the very last second, so it just pierces straight through the creature. You feel it shatter the spinal cord, and as it sticks into the ground at the other side, you clamber up the remains of this figure as the sword keeps him propped up, and you just reach the top and you grab the head and you just crush what remains of the skull after all of this power in between your giant strength imbued hands. Just tear it down. As you let go, the figure slides down the blade, hits the floor, and you see lets out this last growl of aggression before the voice fades from its now destroyed larynx.
It's nice and cathartic.
I just like sit down, exhausted. I was like, wasn't that a bit much, gun?
No, it wasn't enough, but I'm tired.
Run over to Ronan again. And stabilize him while
Okay.
they're equipping.
And as you make a medicine check, as you survey the aftermath of what happened here, I'm going to take a quick break.
17.
That stabilizes Ronan. Good job. All right, welcome back, everybody. So, as you stabilize Ronan, Namari, you find yourselves alone. Everyone around you is either incredibly dead or has fled.
I don't
Remain-
think this went so well.
Remaining at the top of this rise in the center of the room is this glass dome where the crystal has fallen into the center.
I wouldn't mind going up there if I could, just to have an investigate around, not touching anything, but having a look at what's up there.
So you scramble up to the edge and you keep to the rim where this, where the sphere is not, and you see it's this very like the glass is very ragged. You know, it's instantaneously turned to glass here, so it's got the lines of where the sand were carved into it. It's just swirling dome. Think like Aang at the beginning of Last Airbender, but of glass, and it's complete. There's no areas where it's missing, and in the center of it, you can see there where the cultists once were is just their robes and these masks that have clanged to the ground, and this great crystal has that they were focusing on, that the ritual was being cast on, has dropped into the ground in apparent completion of the ritual.
Does it seem to be like magic? Can I sort of sense any magic coming from the actual sort of glass dome itself?
You'd have to cast a spell to know that, unfortunately.
Yeah, well, I'll keep my distance, so probably just let everyone know what is inside it in a bit more detail from up here.
Okay.
Do we all want to have a little sleep? Can we have a little sleep?
Right here.
I mean,
I'm exhausted, so yes, please.
They come back.
Yeah, what if they come back?
That's true.
okay,
Mm.
let's have like a short one, so I don't have to drag Ronan with us, because it's gonna take him a while to wake up.
Yeah, I'm okay with having a short one, but I don't fancy staying here.
Can I ritual cast detect magic first, if there's anything left in the room
Okay, so
that we should be careful of? And
the glass dome is not magic. The cartouche that they were wearing, or was in them, you can see as you watch the magic is fading away from it, but it was magic, or at least the text on it was. And the giant crystal is very magic. You can also see there's where the blue lights were coming from at the back of the room before. You can see that there is magic coming from there as well. The type of magic, because detect magic tells you the school, I believe.
Yeah.
Is necromancy.
On the gem as well?
On the gem, no, it's conjuration.
Guys, the cartouche, and I kick it with my foot, did its job. The glowy things in the back could still be dangerous. I don't know. But they're
The
still.
magic in them is fading as well.
Oh, okay.
Do you want to break this big dome?
Should we?
I mean, if you said the dome's not magic, I don't
Yeah,
see.
but the thing underneath is
That's very true.
very much so.
Which is why I'm not definitely going to be the one to do it. But it's an option.
If no one else gets up, I will climb up and give this dome a big kick.
A kick.
I guess I hit it on my shoulders. That's probably more effective.
Tilly, what are you doing?
Can we rest first before we interfere with this stone, which might kill us all, please? For the love of God.
Tilly's like,
No!
do you do it anyway?
No.
Okay, let me just spend some hit die first. And
If you
then...
really want to break it, we can do it from a safe distance.
I mean, I don't mind going and punching it once I've rested a little bit.
I know, yes, but we can also do it from a safe distance. That's an option. It's a good option.
Everyone gets an extra 3 from Song of Rest, by the way.
Yes.
Wait, so we're taking a short rest here?
Yeah.
Alright.
An extra 3, what was it?
Extra 3 hit points from Song of Rest.
Oh, I'm feeling significantly better now.
I'm out of hit dice, and I don't feel great.
That like the opening riff to a song.
Is that me come round as well in short rest? Or
Yeah, you can spend hit die during it as well.
okay.
You are currently technically resting.
Okay, you didn't mute.
Oh, fuck, sorry.
It's all good.
Okay, so after you have rested, what are you doing?
Smash, smash.
Okay, so you take some time to sit around, bandage your wounds. Tristan plays a song, and imagine it's not a very energetic song.
It's subdued.
Yeah, it's a little bit like forced, a little bit. It's just like, whew, whew. Yeah. Okay. So you take some time, rest up, and at the end of the rest,
I'll tell you if you want to do the honors.
I can smash it from the back.
Maybe we should just let them have it.
Alright. One of us here is specialised in destroying structures and things, but I'll let you do it.
I mean, if you insist.
No.
But I'll be at the back.
No.
I mean, you don't want to get cut by glass.
Go ahead,
This is really
Namari.
good idea.
Blast away.
Are we all sure this is a good idea?
Nope, not
What
in the
if the glass-
slightest.
Absolutely
No.
not.
Keep something contained.
Precisely. That's a good idea.
It wasn't there before.
And why create it and then the main guy left? Why not wait until get it and take it with him?
What if this is his means to get back here? Then we should smash it.
Would I know that? I mean, if it's glass and it's not magical, would I know that glass does or does not act as a barrier for magical effect?
make an Arcana check.
That is 14.
No, it doesn't. Not at all. It's just glass.
Okay.
Most magic is based on sight. You can still see it. You're technically still affected by it if it was anything there. Such is the way magic works.
Don't even know we can smash the crystal underneath. Smash the glass. Yay, nay.
Yeah.
I go.
You fire, I'll just blast at the grass, and it punches a perfect hole for it.
Oh.
I mean, I'm kind of impressed.
I didn't know it would do that.
That.
Can I go pick up that big boy's shield and just kind of push it through it?
How tall are you?
3 foot tall?
The shield's like 5.
Can I drag the shield over?
Yeah, oh, and this dude was like 9 foot tall. It's like you can drag the shield behind you, but the plinth is up like the raise is up like 15 feet.
Fine, I get a
can
bit
try.
closer. I get I mean, or you want to try the shield?
I mean, I'll give it to Gun, who is better equipped to carry big
Yeah,
shield.
I step forward and I say, "For fuck's sake!" and then I just discus the shield into the big glass dome. Spin around with.
You just throw the shield and it just crashes through the front of the dome, smashing the front, and it comes out in chunks. This isn't like panes of glass. It just comes out in chunks of glass, most of which aren't even sharp. It just clatters into the other side of it, and you see as it just crumbles the entire side of the dome in.
See, specialized for the job. Right. Smash the crystal thing next, yeah? Cool, alright. And then I walk off towards it.
Wait, don't smash it. You're not going to just smash it because you thought maybe that's how he gets back. Is that really what you were about to do?
Have you met Gun?
I saw.
Was that as far as the thought process went there?
I mean, the thought process was this is some spooky shit left behind by a spooky dude and his spooky friends that wrecked the fuck out of us. And if those spooky fuckers come back, then they're gonna wreck everybody.
Yeah, okay. So what if we just take this away where they can't get it? Because they obviously were trying to create it, so they need it.
I mean, or we can put it next to the other orb that stops magic from happening.
How
Can I
big is
climb
it?
up while everyone's arguing?
How big is it?
Yeah.
It's about 10 feet across and 25 feet long.
Oh.
And it was there when you got into the room. They didn't make it.
Oh.
They made it magic though.
It was floating when you got into the room.
Does it
Oh,
look
okay.
like the crystals the mages used are basically chipped from it?
No, it doesn't look like that, actually. The crystals that the mages used look more like the same sort of glass that the dome was made out of.
Oh.
Hmm.
I mean, we could tell the magic guy who knows magic.
That makes
That was
sense.
such a Tilly thing to say. My God. Sorry.
Excuse me?
What
No,
was,
that
what was
makes
her
sense.
name again? You know, person who actually told us to do what we didn't do because instead of recon, we just smashed and got smashed.
Can I go climb up this thing?
Yeah.
I do that.
You climb up to the top.
Ah, this is a real big crystal, right?
Yeah, real big.
Is it too big for me to just like roll off the edge?
It's currently, there's only about 4 foot of it sticking out of the ground.
Ah, okay, I just like to touch it then.
You touch it, it's cold.
It's fine.
I was expecting Tilly to go the other side of the cabin.
Like when Martin McFly strums the guitar. Whoa.
Alright, if you guys are so dead set on me not smashing this, or any of us smashing this, why don't we just seal this up? And then, what, go tell someone else, make it someone else's problem?
I mean,
we're-
we were just supposed to be doing that anyway.
We're definitely not taking this thing anywhere.
I don't know. I mean, I'm pretty strong, but nope.
Does it even look like it would fit out the door?
Yeah.
With all the twists and turns.
Yeah.
Fair
Can
enough.
I like chisel a piece off it?
You can certainly try.
I'd like to try.
You can try that. Make an attack roll.
18.
Ting! Bounces straight off.
Can I take 20 on it?
No, can't take 20 on attack rolls anyway. Even if we were playing Pathfinder.
So what are we doing?
Well, we know exactly what it is. We go back and we tell the guy we get back our vases.
Mm-hmm.
Flog them on the black market for artifacts.
They are family heirlooms,
Yeah, I'm sure. Yeah.
so
yeah.
they should fetch more money.
All right, let's.
But yeah,
Let's.
If it's some sort of magic, that's who's more likely to know about it. And if it's something really bad that we need to rush back and do, we can do it tomorrow.
yeah.
So are you just leaving?
Did I say we're just leaving? Can I try one more time?
Sure.
While we get this
so-
try one more time, can I just do a quick sweep of this room?
That's a 20, not that.
Okay, what? That misses as well, unfortunately. uh, what exactly are you looking for, and where are you looking?
Opposite from the entrance, further into sort of the back wall.
Okay.
There were those glowing things on the
Mhm.
sides. I'm interested in seeing what those actually were and just see what's around there because we never actually ventured that way.
Okay. So you're just looking at the back.
Yeah.
All right. So as you go to the back of the room, you see that sort of pinned to the wall on the back are two figures which are dressed similarly to the one that attacked you when you came in. However, they are very emaciated, almost desiccated. And you can see the cartouches in the center of both of their torsos as well. It looks like... Actually, make an Arcana check for me.
Arcana is 17.
Okay, so from the looks of it, from the positioning here, this is a common... the triumvirate is a common magical symbol, and it features in every magic circle that you've seen that is regards to rituals. And generally, the 3 points correspond to the center of the ritual. In this case, it looks like the 3 points corresponded to keeping up the barrier, which stopped you getting in and stopping the ritual.
Right. Okay. So, right. Okay. Does it look like I could sort of fiddle with that a little bit just to make it so that it couldn't be reactivated in any way?
The magic.
It's gone. Okay.
Yeah.
Fair enough. Then I'm not so worried.
Yeah.
How long does it look like it's been there?
Hard to say, because the nature of these bodies, it looks like it's been, of the two here, it looks like it's been like hundreds of years.
Right. Okay. Fair enough. I'll rejoin the others.
Okay. What are you doing, Tilly? You're just stood at the top there now, surrounded by piles of clothes and masks.
I mean, I'll take one of these masks.
Okay. Which
Why
one?
not? What were they again?
They were the serpent, the wolf, and the bull.
I'll take the wolf one.
Okay. So this big wolf mask sort of fits over the head and the shoulders. It's more like a helmet and everything. As you pull it up, you see in the robes, there's something actually else in there.
Ooh.
As you pull it up, there's a ring.
Does it feel tingly?
It is a ring made out of what appears to be white gold, and set into the top of it. It's like a thick ring, and set into the top in an inlay is a beautiful, radiant, sort of slightly orangish red gem. Perfect.
Gonna put that on.
Yeah.
Nothing like that pinged when I had detect magic, right?
It was close enough to the crystal that it was part of the same aura, but it is magical.
Yeah, definitely gonna put that on. And then I'm also gonna search the other piles of dust for more rings.
Okay, there are other rings, but you find a pewter and glass flask. It's about that big, and it's round with like a long neck and a stopper in, and it's held in sort of like a string holder, so you can tie it at your belt, and it's filled with a metallic red liquid.
Cool. I'll like check that down from the podium to whoever's closest.
Okay. Which would probably be good.
Yeah, I'll grab it.
You grab it.
Would be fitting as this flask.
When I say flask, I mean more like an alchemical flask and less of a hip flask.
I know.
I'll make it work.
So.
Never stopped her before.
Okay.
Should we take all of the masks? I mean, evidence.
Yeah.
Sort of.
Might as well.
Okay, I gather up the other masks in my arms.
Okay.
With difficulty, I assume.
Well, it's not too bad. I mean, you can put one on and hold one in each hand.
Bag of holding, maybe.
If they'll fit.
I like to imagine that like these masks are made for like humans, right?
Yeah, yeah. So when
So
it came to sort of
when on
Kureon
Tilly
end,
is like a kid in a diver's helmet.
yeah.
Cool,
As
cool.
Tilly drops the
Come
two
on,
down and makes their way down. They're made out of metal as well. They're not light.
Yeah, well, have we got space in the bag of holding for him?
We
Hope
can
so. We
try.
got rid of this. Got rid of the vases.
Oh, wait, you did get rid of the vases. Then yes, you do have currently.
Oh,
Have
okay.
And Galkrish isn't in there anymore. Hey, can we
That's true.
talk about how Galkrish isn't in the bag anymore?
Hmm.
Oh, yeah, what was it? Why did he want the claw?
I don't know.
mean-
How did he know we had it?
That's a better question.
Reminder that Tristan's the only one that knows anything about Galkrish being dodgy.
Well, yeah,
No,
but
but
we still
Nah, I
know
was
that
there
It's
too.
still a magical
Oh,
thing that we
and
lost.
running. That's it. Yeah.
it's still a magical artifact that we were all there, saw Tilly get, and now has been taken by this scary dude that bamfed out. So it's
Yeah.
clearly something of significance. So what was the deal with that then, Tilly? Why would they want
Well,
it?
I don't know. I assume it was valuable.
I mean, it's kind of also evil.
And also magic. It was floating when we got it, if you remember that.
Ooh,
Yeah.
Let's just revisit a thing that was just said a second ago. Tristan.
It's a recent development. More recent in the fact that Discovery was, well, I say evil. It was just very creepy, and now I'm feeling like it's probably very evil.
Seems to me.
How is a thing evil?
Well,
It's a
Tilly once
thing.
took it off. Yeah, well, yeah, but Tilly once took it off and blood poured out of it, and it was just very creepy.
Yeah, but that just turned out to be animal blood. At least I hope it was, because I ate one of the sausages that the blood fell on when we were leaving. No, I'm lying. I had two.
Where did we find Galkrish again? Wasn't that in the Dwarven?
It was
Mhm.
Kara's Hoggle, yeah.
Was there any text to it? Was there any?
Hey, Tilly. Can you make an intelligence check for me?
Sure, I'm really good at these. It's actually like an 18.
Oh shit.
You remember what actually happened with Galkrish and why it was full of blood? Now that it no longer has sway over you,
Mhm.
you murdered a beggar.
Taking a real big sip of my flask.
You plunged Galkrish straight into the chest of the beggar and ripped out its ribcage. Their ribcage.
Well, good job. Only I know that.
Yeah. And then you carved up the body and threw it into the docks.
Seems a little bit out of character, but okay.
It wasn't you acting at the time, to be fair. You were technically asleep.
I don't think that'll stand up in court.
I mean, magic court, maybe? A sentient item made me do it.
Yeah, just
So-
doing a whole lot of staying quiet right now.
Clearly this guy, whatever his name was, this fucking creepy fuck, had been watching us, because when we arrived he was like, oh, I'm so glad you're here. And then obviously he knew about... So,
You know the magical thing where you did a lot of waving items in front of? It was
Uh-huh.
shaped like an eye, right?
Yeah. One you still have.
Yeah.
Mhm.
I point that out.
Oh. Could be it.
I just start flipping the bird towards it, and then as though you're thinking like, oh, there might be CCTV here, just all around the room is just getting it.
Haven't we got that wrapped up right now, though? In my cloak? Yeah.
Hmm.
Hmm.
I mean, I don't know. It's not for certain, but it was eye-shaped.
Yep,
Yeah.
I guess that makes sense.
It's also got a big crack in it right now.
Since when?
Plus
Sounds
I
like
that.
it.
assume we're talking as we're just like walking out of this place because we've
Are
agreed that
you
we're
walking?
because we agreed that we're gonna seal this up and get
Yeah, we're
someone.
skedaddling.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Doors are still closed.
Oh.
Oh, fine. I will try and open the doors.
They don't open.
I will throw myself at the doors with a hefty shoulder barge.
Make an attack roll.
10 plus strength and proficiency, I guess. 19.
That hits. Roll for damage.
Cool. What damage?
Oh wait, you just do 1 damage plus strength.
Yeah, but all my
Double.
attacks against constructs and doors and stuff are siege attacks,
Okay.
including buildings and stuff. So I get to
Okay.
add a d8. 1.
Wait, you got to add a D8.
Yeah.
Doubles. Just doubles the damage you do.
Oh, yeah, it's against constructs. Never mind. Sorry, I misread
Yeah,
that.
yeah. Siege damage is just double damage. Okay. So you deal. What's your strength modifier?
6.
So you deal 7 points of damage, double to 14. You just slam into this door and you see cracks begin to form in it, but it doesn't budge.
I will turn around to the group and say, "Hey, these doors are sealed. I can keep throwing myself at them and barging our way through, or more than likely, there's something fucky going on in here. So you guys investigate that. I'm gonna keep working on the door."
Is it the crystal, maybe? That's like the only thing left, right?
Can I try and see if there's any other doors, hidden exits, entrances?
Sure, make an investigation check.
Can I assist?
Sure, you have advantage. And if you want, Susan, Gun, you can just keep smashing at the door. Just keep making an attack.
Can I give myself guidance for that shit? I don't know.
Yeah.
I ask for guidance. That's 13.
So you look around this area, and this is the end of the cairn. This is the room where everyone is buried, and you see now that all up the walls are all of these now empty graves, just where they were just placed on stone plinths that dug into the walls. You can't seem to find any hidden exits or doors or anything like that. It looks like there's only one way in and out of here. This was for the dead. They didn't need an extra door.
I still cast another detect magic ritual and be a bit more thorough this time. I don't know.
By this
Oh,
point in time, the cartouches are completely inert, and it's only the big crystal which hums with magic.
Nothing in the grave slots and no,
Nothing like that. No.
like metal detecting that shit.
Yeah. Most of them are empty, apart from a few scraps of long rusted, swords or whatever, and trinkets. Very completely verdigrised copper bracelets, things like that. Ancient civilization stuff. Long withered away coins, that sort of thing.
Ooh, cover bracelet.
Ooh, a Saxon horde. Goblins.
I mean, I couldn't make a dent in that crystal, so I'm not sure what our move is here.
Me neither.
I can keep trying to break it.
I mean, like I said, cracks did form in the door.
Yeah, so I will still keep hammering away at the door.
Okay, make another attack roll.
I guess I'll go help.
Sure, make an attack.
That one is 15.
Okay,
Also
that
15.
That
So
hits.
whack.
Do I get sneak attack?
No, but you do deal a
An ally?
D4. You do a deal a D4. You do have
I mean, I can't
14
speak
points of
for-
damage.
That is
Oh, you can't sneak on the door.
But the door
Yes,
never
I
saw
think I
her
did.
coming.
4 points of bludgeoning.
Okay, so go and you slam into it again, and you see Tilly slams it at the same time. And as you bring your arm back to slam a third time, you just hit it this time. Because they only had 2 hit points left. You just slam through and you break through. Your gauntleted hand just pushes through, creating a gun-shaped hole in the door.
And I just turn around and say, "You fuckers gonna have to crouch because I'm not hitting this anymore." Just go out through the gun-shaped hole.
I probably will have been like running up for a second charge. Let's go through it.
So you make your way out and begin walking through the remnants of this cairn. You pass by all of the dead bodies. You pass by the room with the broken pillar of glass. The dust has all fallen to the floor at this point, and there's a thick coating of it. It is covered over the bodies that were here.
We did detect magical of that and looted that, or did we just run on?
You looted it, but you didn't detect magic.
Oh, is it still up?
How long is it left?
10 minutes, I think. I don't know.
If it's 10 minutes, then it's still up. There's nothing magic.
Fair.
Okay. So you make your way out, and are hit by the evening sun as it glares into your face from the western skies. Once more, you can smell greenery, life, the baking smell of the corpse that's been left in the sun all day.
Fresh air.
And rot.
So when you go to the countryside and you just smell the manure, and you're like,
the current.
Sorry, you still that's a good smell.
The entire time I'm just smelling like jasmine or something when I'm saying, "Ooh, fresh air."
Yeah, Tristan hasn't smelled fresh air in like 8 years.
I smell what I want to smell.
Context.
Mm-hmm.
Anyway, let's go back, shall we?
Yeah, might as well. We've only got the guy looking after the vases for a day, so.
Yeah, I'm sure we have lots of scouting to report.
Mm-hmm.
So, begin to make your way back, and the sun is steadily falling throughout the time. And when you arrive once more at the gates of Downhelm, it's dark, and you can see the points of light in the distance that bob slightly as the Dustgrave keep watch at night. A small troop of them outside the gates. And as you get closer, your faces begin to slowly get caught by the edges of the light, and you hear "Who goes there?"
It's fine. We were on official business, just coming home.
You're the ones that left this morning.
Yeah.
And now we're going home.
Come closer into the light so I can see you properly.
I
Step forward, yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know why you're all laughing at that.
No, it was Jamie. He went.
So you all walk forward, and you see that the Dustgrave, in the hoop they have at the top, or the sort of more like the horseshoe at the top of the shield, a small bar has been clipped into place at top, and a lantern hangs from that inside the shield. And they hold the shield up as you come close and go, "Oh, Endel's light. You all look horrible."
I don't.
We've had a long day.
Right, come inside, get yourselves warmed up and some hot food. I'm sure whatever news you have can wait until you're no longer. Have you been impaled, sir?
It's fine. I've dressed it. I won't bleed anywhere.
He says bleeding.
I'll hold down like extra hard on the wound just to try and maybe not bleed.
Right, come on through. Get yourselves seated too. By the looks of it, you're looking to be alive.
You should have seen the other guy.
Quite sure I want to. Right, come on. You see whistles, and the gate. You can hear that as they begin to open the gates as they open for you. Let you in. You find yourselves once again back in Downhelm. And since you left, it seems like the people have been busy. For now, across all of the streets, from house gable to house gable, hang lanterns. Each of them in succession, doing a paper lantern in the shape of a sun, then one in the moon, then one in the sun, so on and so forth. As they hang between, you see ribbons of reds and blue have been hung from houses. It's not finished, but it seems like some sort of decorations started to be put up for the coming Skyheart Festival. So, where are you heading?
Should we just head straight there?
Head straight to the wizard person wizard magic person while the memory's still fresh.
Yeah.
Okay, so you're heading to the Cormorancy.
That's it.
When you get there, see two small braziers are burning outside. The Moonwatcher's perch hangs above you on the top of the hill. You can see there's lights on various different windows up there. The city's quite quiet tonight. There's a few people around. The odd merchant in the square peddling food. The poutine merchant, not there. And as you arrive, the door is shut to the Cormorancy, the great brass doors. You can't see any light coming from within because there's no windows.
That's fine.
Knock.
Okay.
Yeah.
As you knock, there's no answer for some time before the door opens a crack and you see the very tired-looking face of Tormerian. Oh, good heavens! Come inside, please, immediately.
We know it's late, but it was urgent.
Yes, I can see that. Come. You see, clicks his fingers, and you hear a slight hum that you've become accustomed to from Tilly of the sign of drift globes starting up, and the light flickers into existence inside. And he opens the door wide for you.
Go in.
Mm-hmm.
So you go inside. Once again, Tomarian clicks his fingers and points towards the fire, and it lights up. Sorry. Come, sit you down. I will get you all a drink momentarily. Before that, what happened?
A lot.
Well, the recon thing went as expected.
We had a really
Badly.
good look.
I mean, we saw the entire place.
Mm-hmm.
And the entire place saw us.
Right.
I mean, if it makes you feel better, only one of them survived to tell the tale, so. Don't know
Which
where that
one?
guy is, but
Main
Which
guy.
one?
like the big guy. The head
His name
honcho,
was-
the boss.
His name was Ikea.
Ikea.
Yeah.
He knew we were there.
Yes. Of course he did. The cultists across the city. They've probably been watching you since you arrived. I said as
Mhm.
much when you first came.
But he knew we were there.
Right. So someone who knew you were going told them. Can I ask one question of you, though, before I go get a drink, and you can explain to me exactly what happens in there? Is this your nature of reconnaissance?
Hey, they knew we were coming.
It's a tunnel system. There's only so much sneaking you can do. We weren't going to get in any other way.
So you just fought your way through. I know I should have been more forthcoming with details about how dangerous people thought it was, but honestly, I didn't expect you all to charge in there that hastily.
Well, we're here to surprise. And wow.
Listen, buddy, we have a very limited skill set.
My recommendation would be in the future to warn people of your skill set. I almost sent you to your deaths.
Yeah, well, but you didn't.
That's the attitude of someone who seems to have already met theirs.
At this point, I don't care. I'm very tired.
Come, I'll get you a drink.
Sorry, I don't mean to be rude, but just tired.
So he sets about collecting some cups up and steams some what look to be nettles in them.
I mean, if we did die, you would have inherited some really lovely heirlooms. Silver lining.
This is the guy who keeps our priorities in check.
You know, plus you as if to be like, what's your name? Tristan.
Oh, Tristan.
Tristan.
Mm-hmm.
In order for them to be an heirloom, the family which owns them or owned them has to still be alive. You are aware of that.
For it to be an heirloom, everyone else just has to think it's an heirloom.
He's also a moral compass.
Right.
And a real pain in the fucking ass.
All of those are true.
Explain to me what happened there in detail. I need to know.
Okay, you explain like the magic stuff, I'll explain the battle stuff, and I will spare no detail.
Yeah. I'll explain the magic stuff as best as I can. Well, a lot of necromancy, I think, is what it boils down to.
There was a
Where
lot of sand as well.
Unusual amount of sand.
Weird lizards that petrified people too, that was a thing.
Basilisks.
Yeah, that what they're called.
Yes.
basilisks, skeletons, some
Cultists.
cultists, golem meat type of sort of creature with
Huge guy with a big metal thing in his chest. Who is
Big
now
snake.
without a head.
Face.
Big snake.
veins.
Man's
blue
face.
of it.
A naga. A naga.
Naga.
Is
And I
that
also showed the
Do nagas come
Mask.
back when you kill them? Occasionally.
Not occasionally. Always.
That's bad. When?
Oh.
How? Why? When?
It depends
Where?
on the naga.
It was. What did it look like? I describe it.
it's like it was like black with a red crest down its back?
Did a lightning thing.
Probably have about a week.
Oh, Namara, you are fucked.
I glare at.
It
Oh.
hunts down whoever killed it. Tries to kill them again.
How do you make it dead? Dead. Just triple check.
Give me a moment. And he wanders over to a bookcase. Yeah, you're not going to like this.
Oh God, I knew we shouldn't have come into this city ever. Sorry. Yes.
You need a wish.
Do I know that a wish is a big deal?
I mean, the only wishes you've ever heard of are like a wishing well.
Okay, I wish really hard. Does
Not
that
how
work?
works. You need to find yourself a genie of sorts, a djinn.
And where would I find that?
Usually the elemental planes. Or a lamp.
A lamp sounds easier.
Do we have any heirloom lamps, Tristan?
Let me check. I put my hand in the bag of holding and flip him off.
Ooh.
Blank that.
Did we talk about the really big crystal yet?
Crystal.
No.
They were getting to that.
Yeah,
Yeah, it
huge.
was
25 by
very big.
10.
What was it made of?
blue stuff.
Blue.
Heart chip.
Yeah,
It was
wasn't-
flying at
It
one
wasn't
point.
blue. That was just the token.
Oh.
No. Well, I mean,
It was like slightly see-through.
it's made of crystal. I mean,
Yeah.
it's kind of a descriptor of itself, really.
It was
That's what-
floating when we got in there, and then they did a ritual thing, and then it stopped floating. I don't
There
know.
are
It's
16 kinds of magical altering crystal. Each of them reacts differently to a different way when magic is poured into it. Depending on where the magic is from and the type of magic, it can result in something different.
I detected conjuration magic. Does that
Conjuration.
help?
And it was being poured into with necromancy magic.
Yes.
There was lightning and stuff.
That's a general side effect of powerful magical rituals. Was it in the air above?
Yes.
Right. I don't know what the crystal is without seeing it for myself.
It is there still. Still magical, and that's
will
why
still
we
be
came
magical.
so quickly.
Its effects have already taken place, though. There's nothing more we can do for that one now.
what kind of effects are we looking at here? Like, from the list, what could it possibly be?
On a sort of slightly clear crystal like that, we're talking anything from flash flooding, 10 feet of water, a volcano, earthquakes, demonic summoning, rips in space-time.
With the flash flood, and this is going to sound stupid, but can you do the opposite and take water away,
I don't know.
like what's happening in the lake?
Ritualistic magic isn't my specialty. I only know the basics.
Did the lake change over the last few hours?
I haven't seen. I've been working and then sleeping.
Well, there was no commotion or something in the city, so I assume not. But
If it helps as well, the one that got away did say something about the next site or next location. So maybe joining multiple crystals in something, if that's
clearing
something that might
away to get
occur.
to it.
Oh, I don't like pluralizing any of the things that you just said, though.
Do you ever get like this guy is doing a summony thing vibe?
I mean, a little bit.
It seems like that.
You know, it's like, you know, the whole, oh, awaken demon masters kind of shit from this guy.
Breaking my masters.
You know, like out of the list, there's two there that I think is probably more on that guy's level. I don't think he's out there to make a flood. I don't think he's there to make earthquakes. If you're gonna go through the time of either using an established cult or establishing a cult yourself, using them to do a funky ritual, it ain't gonna make the ground shake a bit. There's gonna be to summon something or
Oh,
get somewhere.
when I say earthquake, I mean a complete tectonic collapse. Enough to separate the entire entire western side of the continent.
Okay, could be that one. But I don't know. It's usually with these kind of guys, it's more of a... I don't know.
So, how does someone have something so powerful and it's like a few hours that way and that would have happened? No one would have known about it had we not been in there, and then all of a sudden half the continent splits away. How is that not detectable? I don't know anything about magic, but I feel like you have to know that there's something there.
We did. That's why we sent you. find out what it was. We knew there was something there. We didn't know what. It's very easy for people to get things past the fences if they want to get them past. Especially with someone who appears to have gained as much power as this man has.
Yeah, what do you know about him?
Everything I told you before. He was a down-out native who left some years ago to another continent, to my continent, Miltaria, and returned a month ago.
And
Could I
what's he-
do?
So what's he been like since coming back then? Has he taken anything with him, like that you recognize from your home continent?
No one has seen him.
Oh.
My continent is very large. It's 2 land masses to be exact. Joined in, it's technically 2 continents, but we call it 1.
So basically anything could have happened.
Yes.
The masks he used, the sand, is that something connected to your continent's history or
Mask?
anything?
Mhm.
I
Yeah,
reach
what's
into Tristan's bag and pull out.
I said I was getting them out anyway as we
Oh,
were talking.
sorry.
My continent is big. Varied cultures. We're not one country with several.
Yeah, but do you recognize this?
No. It's definitely desert made. Which would put it on the opposite islands to where I'm from.
And those are?
The islands.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, we don't name them.
Oh, okay.
Can I do some form of arcana check to see what type of magic perhaps he was using the spell I counterspelled? I know it was more powerful than what I'm capable of, but is there any way I can gauge?
Since it's more powerful than you were capable of,
Yeah.
unfortunately, not know. What else did you learn?
I think that's about it, really.
Oh, we also have something that disrupts magic. Probably best not uncovering it right now. Don't know what you have in the area.
What is all of the arcane trinkets that are sort of floating and tinkering around?
Yeah.
It is shaped like an eye.
It's shaped like an eye, and within a certain radius, magic, so long as there's line of sight to it, ceases to be. Even enchantments.
We broke it a little bit.
What color was the eye?
It's blue, right?
He knows everything we discussed.
Oh, cool.
I was
Okay.
right.
Crystal in the shape of an eye. Crystalline arcane eye. Can be given many enchantments, one of which is an anti-magic field. Don't ask me how it works. Magic. Next
So even
time,
if it's wrapped up,
it
and
can hear.
is it in the bag of holding, or are we
No,
holding
you
it?
couldn't put it in there.
I was gonna go over to it and just
I
start
would not
whispering
want-
to it like, hey fucker, I'm gonna have your head. I'm gonna
Do
come
not
for you.
mean to be in a harsh tone with this, as I know this is your first foray into many of these things, but in future, if you suspect something to be watching you, lead with that in the conversation.
I'm gonna take this outside so you guys can talk.
Smash it.
Wait, before you do, and I'd like to get the violin out and play some really harsh, like terrible notes right into it. Just- Okay, I've got that out of my system.
Okay. I take it outside. Stomp on it and give it. I like put it down on the ground and give it one last good solid finger before I smash it into pieces.
Okay. You crunch down on it with your normal strength, not your augmented strength, because it's.
Got stupid
Okay.
fucking.
And you smash it down, and it shatters into pieces in front of you. So, it seems like you all have much to learn. But nevertheless, you're here safe and you've brought with you valuable information. You need some rest now, though. I doubt if anything were to happen, Akira would do it in the next few days. Despite the success of his ritual, he lost a lot of forces there.
Can I, for purely selfish reasons, return to the Undying Naga? And does it kind of know where the person who killed it is?
Unfortunately for you, no.
That's a start.
And it possesses no form of shape-changing abilities either before you ask that question. So it can't exactly get through a pair of city gates.
Good.
Now a Rakshasa, on the other hand, if you had that problem, well, that
What
would be
is that?
entirely different. Nothing you need to worry about. Just
No, please just tell me,
just look.
because
If it stands on two legs and it looks like a tiger,
what?
careful.
Okay.
What's a tiger?
It's a big cat with stripes. Now, is there anything more you wish to tell me?
What do they call the sand? The swirly sand they released from the... Didn't he say the sand of something take you?
I don't remember.
I was probably busy.
I think we were all a bit busy trying not to die. And speaking of Susie, I was piloting 2 people.
Yeah, no, I can't remember. I wouldn't have noted it down. I don't think I did anyway.
Well, then it can't have been that important. Famous last words.
But as for the sand is their calling card.
I'm not gonna say it.
Do it.
No.
Do it.
No.
Do it.
Right.
No.
Is there anything more you wish to ask? Otherwise, I'm going to retire.
I think that was everything.
All right.
Mm-hmm.
Get some rest, and I'll see you in a few days.
Thank you for looking after the advisors. And we will see you soon.
Yes. As he turns to walk away, he just... I hate sand.
Of course, you said it, so I didn't have to. Thank you.
Meanwhile, outside, I'm going to office space on this gem.
Clicks his fingers and the fire goes out. He waits until you're out of the building and clicks his fingers again. As the door closes behind you, you hear the drift globes lock down into their sockets again.
Well then.
What, that's that dealt with?
Mm-hmm. I
God,
see
that
no.
guy was condescending as fuck, though, and I was like, smash a bit more. Chiding us like we were children. Sat in his cushy chair. We're risking our asses. He knew it was out there the whole time.
I think it's just now. Gone.
Yeah, I see no one mentioned a particular claw-looking weapon that disappeared.
I
I was
forgot
Shit,
about
yeah.
that.
I guess that was important.
I knocked back on the door.
Door if it's going. Yes.
We had a really magical glove, and he took that.
Can you tell me anything about this glove?
Dwarves made it.
Right.
okay. So this glove, it's magical, it's very dangerous, and it's also probably very evil.
It was
How do you
bronze.
know that it's evil?
Well,
Just a feeling.
a lot of blood poured out of it once when someone was just wearing it after removal. That doesn't seem normal. And also aesthetically, it was a bit badass, leaning to the more like, ooh, that might be evil.
Is there any more details you can tell me about it?
Might have spoke to me once or twice.
What?
It spoke to you.
Yeah, magic things not do that.
And you say that it's evil?
Well,
Yeah,
I'm
but-
assuming so, but I never had a conversation with it.
Where did you find it?
In a big dwarven hold. In like a lot.
Alra's Harkle.
Mm-hmm.
That's the one.
Where? In the hold.
Beneath the Grand Tinker's personal quarters, I think.
His masterpiece.
It was near the anvil, right?
Yeah, near
Yes.
the anvil. Wasn't there something about "May God forgive us" or "I hope this works" or something? I don't.
Wait. Was there a door leading to this room with the anvil in it?
Most rooms have doors.
Oh, yeah,
Oh,
there was.
What was it?
Written on the door.
Happens when I don't write shit down. My God.
I'm just trying to see how far back to go.
Gunn would remember this. I don't have. My notebook is somewhere, but Gunn would have memorized everything she could have about Kara's Harcourt.
I sincerely wouldn't know.
See if Tristan's got it.
I'm just trying to make sure that I'm in the right place in my notes. I'm getting there.
Medium with links,
Color-coded tabs.
color-coded tabs.
Index.
This is why This is why I did every school project on my own while telling the
I
others
mean-
to fuck off.
Color-coded tabs.
All right. Let's show it off more
I keep
quickly.
looking for that one. It's a very important phrase.
Mm-hmm.
Wait, was it the inscription on which door? The door before the anvil or the door
The door leading
entering
out.
the.
Ah.
Oh,
Found it.
okay.
Something about our most powerful relic. Tricarium? Is that how it was pronounced? My writing's a bit awful.
Tricarian.
Yeah, Tricarium. We're gonna try to see if that was actually on the door, though.
You found this in a.
In a.
How religious are you, dwarf?
Somewhat. I'm not a holy woman, but I follow the teachings of Moradin.
Do you know of Moradin's sons?
I assume she does.
You
Yes.
You failed the religion
Oh, I
check,
did,
no?
didn't I? So, no.
Tricarian was the firstborn son of Moradin. He opens the door once again and lets you back in.
Stronger drink.
After Moradin left the world, supposedly, as the dwarfs say, this is their myth, not mine, Tricarian stayed behind as he believed that the dwarves would need guidance in their first years. It was said to some of the dwarves he gifted each an anvil. Known as the Tricarian anvils, they form the seat of dwarven magical crafting, each of them able to create artifacts beyond the realms of existence. Items so powerful, the gods themselves would send great heroes on quests to retrieve them in later eons. Items known across not just this world, but many others. And you say you found it lying on top of one.
Yeah.
Floating.
What was it? It was floating, yeah.
The anvil was broken.
It was thought that every one of the anvils was lost during the fall of the dwarves. That is some great darkness if it truly is evil.
It didn't seem all that good.
You there. Sorry, I don't know your name. It's pointing at you, Tilly.
Yeah, hi.
Did it tell you a name?
Do I remember it?
You remember it. You remember everything that happened.
Yeah, it was called Galkrish.
Galkrish. Interesting. Galkrish was the last name of the youngest daughter of Marin. You may know her, though, by a different name. Grey-skinned crafter. The god of the... And he speaks Dwarvish for a moment. The Grongi Dawiki. Dwaga.
And Gun just goes, no fucking wonder that shit's evil. And takes a big swig.
Was the voice masculine or feminine?
Was the voice masculine or feminine? Because it was you doing it.
Thanks. It was masculine. Come on. I like to think there's at least some difference between my masculine and feminine voices.
It was kind of masculine.
That's good. It means it is just a name and not actually Galkrish in a weapon. Good to know. You sure do cut around a lot of dangerous things with you, don't you?
Yep.
Right, well. Next time you see Akiri, he may be even more powerful than he is now.
So glad he didn't specifically tell one person in this group that, you know, I make them suffer.
You'll be fine.
Oh yeah. If I mean, I'll be fine. The Naga doesn't kill me. I've got that to look forward to.
I mean, you killed it
Silver
once.
lining?
Please, I didn't hear you, Tristan. Repeat it.
I was mumbling to myself.
Uh-huh.
I can give you some solace, though. I might not be right.
I feel so relieved.
You said a lot. I would prefer you were not right about some of the earlier stuff where the continent splits in half.
Me too. I would advise you to go to the Dwarven consulate in the morning and speak of the anvil there. See if
Sounds
they know
like a
more
good
about
idea.
it. For now, though, you definitely need some rest.
Yeah.
We'll be fine.
Eh.
Speak for yourself, Brendan.
You're bleeding, by the way, on the carpet.
I was hoping no one would say anything. It's okay. I've seen Tristan do a thing where he goes "what" and then it all goes away. So
I'm trying to catch the drops as they fall midair.
Well, get some rest.
Okay, I assume we leave.
I don't know. Do you?
I'd like to leave and not just sit here making like awkward
Yeah.
conversation.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
The hints will get less and less subtle after a while.
He'll just say off after a while.
And you step out into the night air.
We really not forget anything else this time.
As far as I know.
Well, you're going to
Well,
have a
we
week
said
to
that
think
last
about it. Because that's where we're going to end the session for tonight. So, thank you very much for joining us, everybody. And I just mashed an entire sentence into one word there. Thank you very much for joining us, everyone. And if you enjoyed this, and this is your first time here, because I saw we had a couple of new people in the chat, you can catch up with all the previous stuff on YouTube, where every episode of Kureon is up in there from the very beginning. But you don't really need to watch that much to catch up to where we are now. And you don't even need to watch any of it if you want to keep watching, as well, you see the sort of thing that happens here all the time. But in saying that, Susie does stream other D&D content on this channel, as well as gameplay, art, and everything such as that, including Bike Club, which is every other Wednesday, a Curse of Strahd game where we slowly erode at Susie's sanity.
Yeah, I'm the DM for that one, and it's just me crying for 3 hours while they ruin my favourite setting.
Yep.
Improve upon.
We just frost the tips.
Yeah, it's just...
so much.
But if you enjoy all of that, please do give it a look. And if you like anything that you see, please follow on here or subscribe on YouTube. And if you really did enjoy it, make sure to subscribe on here as well, because that helps Susie out. And that's always good. Now, if you do enjoy games, you can play a game made by one of our members. Aaron here is on the development team for A Hat in Time, which is out now, and you can go play it. It's good fun, platforming, big speedrunning community as well. So if you enjoy that sort of thing, please do check it out. As well as that, our crazy warlock runs D&D every last Friday of the month.
My normalist character.
That's saying something there. In Edinburgh, in the Edinburgh Vaults. So if you enjoy that, you can sign up for a game there. See a tour of the city as well. Edinburgh's a beautiful city. If you enjoy that sort of thing, as well as that, we have Stevie also streams. To catch up on that, lots of WoW, lots of PUBG, lots of memes, lots and lots of memes. Yeah, only the best, the spiciest. But that is it. If you enjoy any of us and you want to see what we're doing or see when Kureon will next be, you can follow us all on Twitter. Our handles are below now. We usually retweet the tweet every week to say what will be happening in the following week. So make sure to catch up on that. But for now, thank you very much for watching, and we will see you guys next week for more Kureon, an adventurous tale.